Hello guys, welcome. On today's tutorial, we are going to show you how to visualize data in QGIS by using graphs. Right, good. So you have your data set, maybe points or maybe polygons or lines, whatever the case is, and then you have the attribute table which we have here. So this is like a sample of some public infrastructure we have in Nigeria, right? Good. So these values were just generated, they are not real. So maybe yours can be land use, land cover data, maybe some vegetation index, water index, or whatever the case is. So you want to visualize it for maybe the data you have been processing or you have processed, right? Good. So we are going to come to the processing toolbox and then we select plots. Now under the plot we have the bar plot, the box plot, mean and standard deviation. We have the polar plot, the raster layer histogram, vector layer histogram, vector layer scatter plot, and then the vector layer scatter plot 3D. Right, good. So we are going to take a few of them, and then maybe whenever you want to work on it, maybe whenever you want to work with it, you can try the other plots to see how it comes up. Alright, so let's start with the bar plot. This algorithm creates a bar plot from a category and the layer field. So we have the input layer to be the data we have on our layers panel. Then the category field name, let's use the state name because it's like a unique ID. And then the field that the value here, the field that we want to use to create the bar plot will be this public infrastructure. Right, good. So that's the field we want to use from our attribute table. Then we can decide to save to file. Okay, so we call this bar plot and then we run. Good. So you can see it has been executed. So this is the HTML file that will take us to it. If you under the results viewer, if you click on the result, it will open on the browser and then you are going to see the way that particular infrastructure or the concept that you want to plot or show using the histogram has been displayed. Right, good. Now there's no value for FCT, that's why FCT is empty. So if we come back again and then we go back to the processing toolbox and then let's say we want to go with vector layer histogram. The input layer is still the same thing. The attribute we are going with public infrastructure, and the number of bins we leave it as 10, and then we still save it to. Okay, so we can click on save and then we run. So we have that of the histogram out, and then this is how the histogram of this particular bar plot is being visualized. Right, good. So these are different methods with which you can visualize. Okay, let's go with the vector layer scatter plot. For the S attribute, since it needs a numeric character, we are just going to use the shape length for each of them, and then for the Y attribute we are going to use the public infrastructure. If for your X attribute you have your ID, you can decide to use the ID at this point, and then we save to file and then we run. So when you open that up, you are going to see the scatter plot as they have been plotted. Right, good. Remember the parameters we imputed for the scatter plot. Since the X attribute we don't have any ID field, we have just used the shape length. Right, good. However, for the Y attribute we have used the public infrastructure. So basically we've shown you different methods which we have also encouraged you to explore and then see how best you can use the other methods for your data visualization in QGIS. Right, good. So we are going to see you with another interesting one. Until then, keep staying safe and have a fantastic time. Bye.